What's up, YouTube? So it's your favorite mental health professional, Hollywood mental health expert, Dr. Kojo Sarfo here, and I have a bit of a different reaction today. So I'm going to be reacting to a video. It is BTS, but it's Suga from BTS talking about his mental health struggles. So a lot of times people, are not aware of the fact that depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, all these different mental health conditions, ADHD, they can affect anybody. Mental health conditions do not discriminate on you, whether you're supremely talented or whether you're, somebody who works a 9 to 5, or if you're somebody who, sells millions of records, or if you're, if you have like a small local band. Mental health, these conditions do not discriminate. So it takes people to step up and talk about their issues. So in this clip, Suga from BTS is talking about his mental health struggles, and for him to be so big, BTS is huge. For him to be so big and vulnerable and talk about struggles is so important. So I want to hop right into it, and let's see what he has to say about his struggles with mental health.
In his digital cover story, which dropped Wednesday, May 19th, BTS's Suga opened up to Rolling Stone about his depression and how it's fueled a lot of his writing. Suga's confessional lyricism comes from a deep and at times dark place. He said, "I'm comfortable now and feeling good, but those sorts of negative emotions come and go. So it's almost like cold weather." When he released his debut mixtape, August D, in 2016, Suga swerved out of the spotlight and dove into the reality of his depression and the psychiatric treatment he sought out for it. But he knows it's that vulnerability that's been appreciated by the ARMY, telling Rolling Stone,
I just want to pause there. It's so important for people to be vulnerable. When people ask me, how can we promote mental health awareness, it's so important to tell the truth. And he had a successful project, and BTS has gone on to sell so many millions of records. BTS, I love their music. Y'all see me here on YouTube reacting to their songs. I love BTS, and for somebody like him to be in the spotlight and to say, hey, I went to go see a mental health professional, I went to go see a psychiatrist, or whoever he went to go see, for him to open up about his struggles with depression is so important, that we recognize that, because it's hard to, especially when you have such a large platform, right, to be vulnerable and open and transparent. And depression is a sneaky thing, so a lot of times with depression, you can have lose interest in things that you used to enjoy doing. You can have issues with your memory, concentration, things like that. You can have trouble getting out of bed, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not eating enough food. But sometimes depression is atypical. You can sleep too much, or you might overeat, or you might have it to where your limbs feel so heavy you can't get out of bed. So depression is such a funny thing. It comes and it goes. So if you're struggling with depression, and if you have such a large platform, sometimes people are able to hide it. I do believe people can hide depression sometimes, but when you're open and honest and vulnerable about it, you're not only helping out the ARMY and the fans, but you're helping out yourself. You're empowering yourself to be an advocate. So I already love BTS, but this is making me appreciate them collectively, and also Suga individually, appreciate them so much more, because what they're doing here is extremely powerful. Let's hop right back into it.
"When I hear people say that when they listen to my music and feel comfort and are consoled by those lyrics that express these emotions, that makes me feel very good. It's very encouraging. I think for anybody, these emotions are not something that need to be hidden. They need to be discussed and expressed. Whatever emotions that I may be feeling, I'm always ready to express them now, as I was before."
That makes him a legend in my eyes, because him being so open and honest, I feel like you're literally saving millions of people. And with something like depression, a lot of times people, if you're in a depressive episode, you're telling yourself, oh, I don't feel worthy. Like, I haven't been able to get out of bed. I haven't showered. I don't feel like I'm myself. And you tell yourself that you're the only one going through it. So when people come out and say, oh, I went through it too, or when you use music, which is a powerful tool to talk about your struggles, it's going to help you connect with so many more people. So I think it's fantastic what he's doing. As if we needed more of a reason to be a bigger BTS fan, right? I love it. I love it.
For example, Suga expresses the good, the bad, and the bitter things one experiences with their first love, the title of his solo song featured on BTS's sophomore album, Wings. In it, he also professes his love for music, which he had to fight for. Suga's parents weren't always on board with the delivery of his music through rapping, even ripping up his lyrics at times, because it was a genre of music they never listened to. But for the 28-year-old global superstar, it only motivated him to keep on going. Suga added, I had to show my parents it was possible. For way more on this story, head to Billboard.com.
Wow.
For Billboard News, I'm Jordan Rolling.
I think that was fantastic. I think it's fantastic. It's so hard, especially when you're in the public eye to manage, right? You have all this pressure, paparazzi following you around, people want to know about your personal life. So when you're struggling with a mental health condition and you also are, a global superstar, which is what he is, it can make it harder to cope on a day-to-day basis. But I think music is a powerful tool to talk, to the world and tell them, hey, this is how I'm feeling. And when somebody hears your music and they're like, wow, I thought I was the only one going through this, but because of your song, I'm able to fight out in the open. I'm able to be open and honest and vulnerable and transparent. That's powerful. Like literally, that's one of the most effective ways of helping people out. Of course, we can give medications, you can give antidepressants, you can do therapy. All those things are helpful, but creating a community, which is why I love so much about BTS. They've created this awesome community. The army, the family. I love it. Shout out to Suga for being open and transparent. I mean, I don't have much else to say about that. But people don't realize how big this is when a global superstar opens up about their mental health struggles. Like, it's helping millions of people. So I think it's fantastic, and I'm supporting him. I'm supporting BTS collectively, and of course I'll be here on YouTube reacting to more videos. Of course, leave suggestions down in the comments below. But yes, if you've made this far in the video, I just want to thank you for your attention. Before I ask y'all to like, comment, share, or subscribe, I just want to let you know, if you're struggling with any type of mental health condition, regardless of whatever it is, you're not alone, and your feelings are valid, and there's people out there who want to help you. So keep going. The strongest thing you can do is to reach out for help, and I support y'all, and I'm rooting for each and every one of y'all. So with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you've made to this part of the video, I do appreciate your attention. Thank you so much. Take care.